Hey, mm. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, hello, and if you're not, welcome back. So in today's video, we're going to be getting into 10 things that I want to tell young girls, like, 10 little pieces of advice for young women, or just, I guess it's advice I would have given myself. So let's just hop right into the video. So number 10, okay, you're not gonna like this one. I know I did not like this. I didn't do this and I wish I did. But number 10 is listen to your parents, okay? If you have a good relationship with your parents or the parental figures in your life, they want the best for you, right? So like, if they're telling you stuff like, you don't need to wear makeup or blah, 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 or something like that, you should just listen to your parents because they have so much life advice and they're humans too. They used to be in your shoes. At least your mom used to be in your shoes, right? Or whoever is your parental figure, whether it be like your aunt and your uncle or your grandparents or, you're adopted or something like that. Like, the adult figures in your life, like they want the best for you. So just like listen to your parents because they literally want the best for you. So yeah, that's something that if I listened to my parents, my life would be so much easier. But we're not going to get into that. But all I have to say is that just like they want the best for you. So if you just listen to them, things will be smooth sailing. Now, just a quick disclaimer. I don't want people being like, oh, well, my parents are really abusive and blah, 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 blah. That's not what I'm talking about. If that's what you're going to say, this does not apply to you. I'm talking about like people, adult figures in your life giving you advice. They want the best for you. They're not trying to tear you down. Just take their advice, right? So that's number 10. Number 9 is you do not need a boyfriend to be happy. You don't need to be in a relationship to be happy. Like having a boyfriend or, dating people is like so much work. This is advice for like young girls and young women. Like there's so much stuff that you need to do. There's so many things that you need to find out about yourself and discover about yourself, and dating someone and having a boyfriend or something like that is just going to like be a big distraction, and you don't really need that in life. Like you don't really need to be with someone to be happy. You don't, like, even though there's like these couples pictures and stuff like that on Instagram and you see all these vlogs of people dating and all of that, it's really not it's really not like worth it. Like once you're older and you learn who you are as a person and you learn what you want to do in life, then it's a good time to start dating and it's a good time to start seeing what you like. But like being like a teenager or like a young woman, like let's say you're in college or high school or something like that, focus on school. Don't worry about a boy. I have a story time about my first boyfriend in college, and it's just a mess. So I'll save that video for another day. But like I said, do not get a boyfriend. Don't date people. Like it's really not, it's like a waste of time when you're like that young. Like it's literally a waste of time, and like all you like, it's good you learn what not to do, but like it's honestly like 9 times out of 10 it's like a big waste of time. So I recommend not dating anyone. It's like don't. So number 8 is you do not need a big friend group. So I'm going to say this again. You don't need hella friends. You don't need a little squad. You do not need a big group of friends to be happy and fun. Like, yeah, it's fun to have like, girls' night, and it's fun to have like a group of people that are there for you all the time. But I'm telling you, that is so much work, like socially, like that's just so much work. You don't need to have hella friends, because in reality, as you get older, you're going to have like either a small group of friends, or you're gonna have like a couple of people from each friend group that you've been around, right? But you're not gonna have like this huge group of friends. It's just too much work, and it takes too much time out of your like life, right? To like share all of like your love and caring and stuff for everybody else, right? So it's just something that it's just something that like you don't really need. And I know that when I was in high school and when I was in college, when I was starting college, I really like wanted to have a big friend group. When I was in high school, I really loved popularity and things like that. But as I got older, I realized that there's only a couple of people that will really stay in your life and that will really be your friends. And I've moved around so many different places. I've lived in Arizona, I've lived in Oregon, I've lived in like so many different places. And I have like a couple of friends from all of these places that I still, you know, see on Facebook or on social media, and I still care about them. And it's really nice to be able to see people that I've connected with. And I still have someone who I consider a sister who lives in Oregon. Her name is Maya. She's like literally the best. She's awesome. Like, so she's someone that I really connected with, who was like my best friend when I was in Oregon. And yeah, it just made being there so much easier because I didn't have any family out there. So, but I didn't have a huge friend group. And I'm telling you right now, having a huge friend group, it's just like there's always going to be friends that like some other friends more than they like you, or vice versa. Like there, it's not it's not like the hype, right? It's like cute on Instagram and cute in YouTube, but in reality, you only need a few people to really be in your life to be happy and have like good friends and good connections. So that is that for number 8. And number 7 is take time for yourself and take care of yourself, right? So what I mean by this is, like, if you are someone who likes to like just put yourself out there in so many different places, and you like to be a multifaceted individual, and you're like a Renaissance lady, okay? You just like to do so many different things, and you have like all these things going for you. That's really great and amazing. But you have to make sure that you take time for yourself. Because if you don't take time out of your week or out of your day for yourself, you're going to find yourself being burned out. And you don't want to be burned out, because then it's going to be harder to do the things that you love. So you're going to have to take time for yourself, whether that be, drinking some lemonade and watching funny videos for a little while, just to have like a little mental refresher, or, just like getting a little plant or something like that, or just walking around aimlessly for a few minutes or even an hour, just to like walk around and like, have a little mental break, or, meditate and things like that. Like, that's something that you need to do, like something that you take time for yourself. Like, if you schedule things, that is awesome and amazing. And I love scheduling things, but if you schedule things, it's really good to take some time for yourself, right? So that's it for number 7. Number 6 is have a good relationship with your parents or a family member, or like, somebody who's really, really close in your life. Have a good relationship with someone. Like, you have to have a really, really good relationship with either your parents, a family member, a family friend, or like somebody who feels like family. You need to have a really good relationship with someone like that for multiple reasons. But the main 2, aside from just having a good relationship with people, that's good for you, right? There's 2 reasons. One goes into safety, and the other one goes into, just like well-being. So if you have a really close relationship with somebody, and let's say something happens to you and you go missing, and you're constantly communicating with this person every single day, you talk to this person, you never go more than like a day without speaking to them or texting them or something, they're going to know that something is wrong, and they're going to be able to report you as missing to the police, right? So you're a lot safer if you have a constant communication with somebody. Like, I live in San Francisco, and my parents live like 80 miles away from me, right? It's like an hour and a half, so you drive to like my parents' house, right? But I talk to my parents every single day, even if it's just for a few minutes every single day. Like, I either call my parents or they call me, and it's just to talk to them and say hi. My little brother, he calls me a lot, and he just is a dork. So he's just like, oh, Aaliyah, hey, you're ugly. And I'm like, you're ugly too. So you know how siblings are. But yeah, so having a constant communication with somebody in your life, like having a good relationship with someone, is really good for like safety, and then also for well-being. Let's say if I lost my apartment or something like that, I'd have to go live back with my parents. If I didn't have a good relationship with my parents, I wouldn't be able to do that. So that would be really tough, right? And then look at all of these people who are unfortunately homeless and things like that. Like the people who are in homeless camps and stuff, they probably didn't have good relationships with their family members, or they cut ties with people who were close to them in life. And then when things happened to them, whether they lost their jobs or they got addicted to something like that, like to drugs or something, they didn't have anywhere to go because they didn't have any communication and any relationship with their family members or their friends or their parents or something like that. So having good communication and good relationship with your family or someone who's really close to you, that is a must, and that is something that you should do. So And I know that when you're younger and when you're like a teenager and you don't want to listen to your parents, I understand that wholeheartedly. I was like hella bad. Like I did not like listening to my parents at all. And I really wish that I did. And I also really thought that I didn't like my parents. I thought my parents were out to get me. I thought that they were just really mean and hella strict. And I really thought that like, you know, they just didn't understand. But as I got older, I realized that they really do understand and they just want the best for me. And I have a really great relationship with my parents now. So having a good relationship with the people who are in your life, who raised you or things like that, like anybody in your life who you can have a good relationship with, like you need to have a good one with them. So that's that. Which one are we on? Okay, number 5. Okay, there. Popularity. This is for the high school girls. This is for the teenagers. Popularity does not matter at all. Like literally, like what happens in high school stays in high school. It does not matter. Like the minute you go onto your college campus, the minute that you graduate and you're not in high school anymore, literally nothing that happened in high school matters anymore. So like it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter how many people know your name. It doesn't matter, you know, how many friends you have. It doesn't matter at all. So like I'm just telling you right now, if that's something that you really like, if that's something that you go for in school, just literally just it does not matter. Because the thing is that like people who know you, like it doesn't matter how many people know you and how many people think you're pretty or how many people, you know, really like you, they don't really care about you. So it's just like you don't need to be popular to have happiness. That's something that I'm telling you. And also with social media following, like at least if you're pursuing like a career or you're trying to like promote your social media for business or something like that, it really doesn't matter how many followers you have on Instagram, how many views you have on TikTok, how many reblogs and stuff you have like on Tumblr or whatever. Like I'm not sure if anybody ever uses Tumblr anymore. Just as a side note, like I used to write fan fiction and stuff and like be on Tumblr because, you know, but anyway, that does not matter. That does not matter at all. So it's fine. Like the popularity, like I'm telling you right now, does not matter. Like it just doesn't. It doesn't matter. So I know that there's a lot of people who think about that and who, you know, strive for that. And I'm just telling you right now, like it's just like it's not something that you should care about. It's not something that should take up any space mentally for you. Like it does not matter at all. So number 4, beauty is not about your facial structure. Beauty is not about like what you're born with. No. Beauty is about maintenance and self-love, okay? If you don't take care of yourself, if you don't take care of your skin, if you don't take care of your hair, if you don't take care of your body, you're not going to be beautiful. Now, if I say like, oh, you don't take care of your body, I'm not saying that like certain body sizes are not beautiful. No, I'm saying that like if you just like eat a bunch of crap all the time and like you don't care about like the fats and the sugars and everything like that and what you're eating and you just eat whatever you want all the time, you're young now and that's fine, but when you get older, that's going to have an effect on your body, right? And it's going to have effect on your health as well. So yeah, there can be people who are larger. My mom is on the curvier side, but she eats relatively healthy and she cares for herself and she also has a relatively active lifestyle. So and she's incredibly beautiful. My mom is gorgeous, right? And she takes time for self-care and self-love. And so like caring for your hair, making sure that your hair is like not matted or not a mess, right? Like whether you have straight hair or curly hair or whatever, making sure that you know, take the time in your day to clean your face and take showers and, you know, like get rid of like, you know, just not imperfections, because imperfections are honestly beautiful, but getting rid of like anything that could be like, you know, like that is self-care and that's maintenance. And beauty, like the most beautiful women, people who we think are extremely beautiful, they either use filters, which is fine because cameras like distort like how your face looks. Like how you look in camera is not how you look in real life. And then also like they either use filters or they they take care of themselves. Like they're extremely like they're very high maintenance, and being high maintenance like makes you more beautiful than just like the average person, because like beauty is what people perceive, and people, if somebody can perceive that you take care of yourself, like subconsciously they're just like, oh wow, that person takes a lot of care of themselves, so they like put you on a higher like pedestal than like someone who doesn't take care of themselves at all. And the most gorgeous model in the world, if they start eating a bunch of crap and they don't take care of their skin and they don't take care of their hair and they're wearing dirty clothes and they go out, they're not going to look beautiful anymore. So taking care of yourself and wearing clean clothes and making sure that your face is clean and making sure that your hair is nice and, you know, just things like that, that makes you more beautiful. So it doesn't matter how you think you are. It doesn't matter if you think you're ugly or not, because nobody is truly ugly, right? Like people who have really bad personalities and like racist people, those people are hella ugly. But like aside from that, nobody's like ugly. So beauty is all in maintenance, and once you learn that, you're gonna feel so much better about yourself. So number 3, okay, a lot of people are not gonna like this. This is very controversial, but eat less meat, okay? I am going to do an entire video about why red meat is really not good for humans, and it has like so many carcinogens, and like processed meat has so many carcinogens, and 9 times out of 10 when people eat meat, they're eating processed meat. So just eat less of it, right? Just eat less of it. I don't eat meat, so I noticed that like my health is a lot better ever since I stopped eating meat, and my skin is a lot clearer. I don't have a lot of the issues that I used to have. I don't get the meat sweats. I don't feel really sick if I take a nap after eating something. Like just I will do an entire video about why eating meat like every single day is not good for your health. It's backed by science. It's backed by like medicine. So don't so like if you're like, oh, but I really love beef, I really love steak, blah blah blah. I used to love steak. I was a steak and potatoes type of girl. I used to love like rare steak. Like that was like my favorite thing to eat. So I'm telling you right now, like I used to love steak, I used to love bacon, I used to eat all this crap, and I'm telling you right now, it's really not worth it. There's so many foods that don't have meat in it. Like 99% of food does not have meat in it. Like most of the time when people eat meat, it's like fast food or junk. You don't need it, right? So I'm gonna do a video on that, so because that's a very long topic and this video is already kind of getting really long. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, make a video about why you should eat less meat. And yeah, and number 2 is take care of your skin. Okay, so when you're younger, I know that skincare is not like a really big thing because you guys have perfect baby skin, right? At least if you have acne, which is like a genetic thing, and sometimes it's just like hormonal thing, you can't really control that. But like most people are not focusing on hyperpigmentation. Most people are not focusing on certain things when they're younger. I know I didn't really focus on skincare that much when I was younger because I was like, it's fine, you know, I'm a teenager, it's good, my skin is elastic or whatever. But take care of your skin. Make sure you take like multivitamin supplements for your skin. I actually have a I'm actually launching a skincare line really soon, and it has like the 5 like, you know, steps of like the 5 essential steps of skincare. So every single day what you should do with your skin, and like one of them, I'll tell you which one you should do like every other day. You don't have to exfoliate every day. I just said it. But yeah, every single day what you should do with your skin, you should cleanse your skin, you should exfoliate, not every day though. You should tone your skin after cleansing. You need to add like some type of serum and then add like a moisturizer, right? And then you will have glowy skin. And I really like when I wear makeup, like I wear like really medium coverage makeup. I don't really like full coverage makeup, and I like to let some of my skin peek through, but like my skin, like my makeup looks so much better when my skin is well taken care of and when I have my routine. And with using my skincare products, like I realized that my skin is like glowy, and like it makes it to the point where I could even just put on like a little bit of like eye makeup for like one of those like, you know, edgy looks instead of like doing a full face. And like I don't really like I don't feel the need to wear makeup, right? Like on camera wearing makeup is really nice because it just like helps the camera like perceive your face a little bit better, but like I just, yeah. So take care of your skin. And number 1 is sorry, I have bad handwriting and I was just checking my notes. But number 1 is understand that life has its ups and its downs, and do not let the downs keep you down. And like basically it'll feel like life is going really, really great, and then something will happen and it will, something will happen and it will really suck and it will hurt a lot, and you're gonna have to get through that, because the reality is that happily ever after is not real. Like, things are always going to happen regardless of your socioeconomic status, regardless of how many people you have in your life who you love, regardless of any of that. Your life is gonna have ups and downs, and like, once you understand that, and once you understand that the universe is not just out here to get you and make you feel bad, you will have such a better life. And I know this is a long video, it's already like 19 minutes long, but I'm telling you, like, you just have to understand that, like, there is sometimes things happen and it just hurts so much. And when I was younger, things would happen and I would just get stuck in this rut, and I would just feel like this is the worst. I'm at like my lowest low. Like, this is just terrible. It hurts so much. Like, I don't understand how I could move forward. My life is just ruined. You don't need that mentality, because then your mental health will start to deteriorate. Like, you need to understand that no matter what happens, like, you're still here and you still can go forward. You still have to persevere. Like, no matter what happens, like, you have to persevere. Like, you have to just keep going forward. You have to understand that your life is just going to continue whether you like it or not. So whether or not you like what you have to do, like, life is going to go on when bad things happen. You have to make the best out of a bad situation. You have to make sure that you find time in your day to do something that makes you happy. Even if it's really hard, you have to do things that make you happy. And you have to make sure that if you're in school or working, but if you're in school, this is for younger people. If you're in school, you have to make sure you still focus in school and focus on your grades, because the reality is that, like, when you enter the real world, the one thing that matters from being in school, whether you're in high school or in college, the one thing that matters is your grades, right? If you have passing grades and then you go to college and you get a degree, you are way more likely to make more money than somebody who doesn't have a degree, right? So make sure that you still focus on school, right? Especially if you want to go into a trade or a profession, because you have to be able to pass certain tests to become a tradesman or to go into certain fields, right? Like, if you want to go to the medical field, or you want to be a lawyer, or you want to be a mechanic or something like that, you're gonna have to pass these tests that can make sure that you're capable of doing those things. And to be able to pass those tests, that means you had to like study and go to school and go to class and things like that. So when life has its ups and downs, you still really have to just focus on school or focus on work. You don't want something bad in life to happen and then you lose your job, and then now there's two bad things that are happening. So that's the advice that I have for you guys. And yeah, so I kind of wanted to make my channel kind of like, you know, like a big sister thing, just because like I want to be like, you know, like I feel like I've been a big sister for like the past 15 years. Like, ever since my baby brother was born, I've been a big sister, and I've always gravitated towards having I don't know, like for a good portion of the time my friends were older than me, but now I find myself having friends that are like, you know, 21 or 22. So I'm 23, so I'm basically like a grandma to them. But yeah, or like my best friend Maya, who lives in Oregon, she is 21 now, so it's just like I feel like I'm a big sister, you know. So it's just I don't know, I kind of want to make that channel that, you know, if you don't have a big sister, I can be your big sister. And that's kind of like what I'm gonna focus on now. I know this has a long video, but I was gone for 3 weeks, so I feel like you guys deserve a longer video. Also, just a little heads up, I am going to be posting another video today, and I might wear the same outfit, but it doesn't matter because you guys can only see the top of my outfit. But yeah, I'm gonna just like, I don't know, I'm gonna show you the fit, right? Like, it's so cute. And like, I don't know, it's just really cute. Oh, so yeah. Oh, my longboard. Okay, but yeah, so, okay, it's not gonna fall. But yeah, so thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you leave a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment about what you want to see in the next video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.